Alright, so I finally got my hands on Symphony of the Machine. Now this is a VR game that I had no idea even existed until the developers themselves approached me to review it. And that's kind of cool because I'm going completely blind into this one. I mean, I saw a trailer, but that is pretty much it. So yeah, let's get to the review. Is this game good? But most importantly, is it worth the money? Well, let's find out. Alright, let's start off with one of the best things about this game, the aesthetics. I truly enjoyed the art style and vibe of the overall game. It's calm, quaint, with a hint of mystery. The music accentuates these feelings very well, and the overall game really shines because of this, especially once you begin to alter the weather. And here is where the immersion really started to come into play. The illusion of rain falling, a sandstorm, or even something as simple as snow is amplified greatly thanks to the 3D effect displayed by the VR headset. It truly felt like I was in the middle of various weather storms without the worry of being physically affected by them. It was kind of surreal. And speaking of surreal, let's move on to the gameplay. In this game, it is your job to explore a mysterious tower and begin to mess with a machine that inexplicably can manipulate the weather. In order to achieve the different weather patterns though, you must solve various light-bending puzzles, which in turn brings life back into the barren wasteland around you. From the sound of this, it sounds like a stressful job, but instead it really felt relaxing. Yes, in a weird way, the game made me feel like a weather god who was just simply doing his job, a simple 9 to 5. While the game does force the player to solve many different brain-scratching puzzles, it never felt like it wasn't something you couldn't handle. Which meant it never got frustrating. Well, at least not through the puzzles anyway. Which brings me to the controls. The game requires the Move controllers for the PSVR, and they work just fine. But in the case of the PSVR, because the controllers are not fully operational in a complete 360 space, the controllers will hit a dead zone, and it will force you to circle around and adjust yourself by teleporting around. Thankfully for Vive owners, this will not be an issue since that is fully 360 with the controllers. While this is a bit of an issue, it's not a game-breaking one. Other than that, the controllers again work fine. The limited game space you are given works also just fine. It may appear a bit cramped at first, especially when the mini helper robot gets in your way and you teleport right into your tools. But all in all, once you adjust the controls, it becomes rather simple. Moving objects is really self-explanatory, and knowing what you have to do is pretty clear. Not crystal clear, mind you. This game will not hold your hand at first. It will give you the general idea of how to start up, but once you get the hang of things, it's really simple to navigate. Alright, now, having said all that, let's talk about the biggest issue with the game. And in this case, it's the length of the overall experience. Now, I heard that the average playthrough time is slated at around 2 hours, but I completed it in about 1 hour. So yeah. Thankfully, the game does give the player a free mode after you complete the game, which is kind of cool because you can create new ways to alter the weather and discover some new weather patterns that are not in the main game. But in the end, it's more of the same. So granted, while it is a cool aspect, the game is still very short. Now, my final thoughts. Symphony of the Machine is a neat little puzzle game with a great original premise. The aesthetics are wonderful, the gameplay is simple yet intricate, and the overall mood of the game will put you in a trance. Its puzzles will leave you scratching your head and give you a sense of accomplishment when you complete them. Having said all that though, the game is in fact very short. So all in all, a great gameplay experience, but a short experience nonetheless. Well, that's the review, and yeah, now let's get down to the most important question. Is it worth the money? And well, retailing at about 20 bucks, no. I cannot in all good faith recommend this for $20. Yes, it's a fantastic game, it's really well put together. I really appreciate the developers for, sending me a copy to review, but all in all, this is a very short experience. If you're a person with expendable, income, you just want to add to your library, this is a fun experience. But for people who are trying to, like nickel and dime everything, this is not worth $20. Granted, if this ever comes out, in a sale later on, or if it comes out for PS Plus, this is a definite must-have. It's a great PSVR experience, and I highly recommend playing it. But paying that much, I don't know. For me, it's just way too steep. But yeah, that's the video. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys later.